Good afternoon, friends and family. I thought hopefully this is working. Hopefully the audio is not terrible. Inputting my classical game against an 1800 rated opponent. I just finished inputting that online and I just want to show you because I think it is fascinating. So I'll try and run through it as quickly as possible. I played the Catalan, which is an opening that I studied before and prepared a lot. Starts with these couple of moves, knight f6, and you go g3. He was a very older gentleman, 1800 though, very strong opponent. So here he was thinking, whatever. I played these moves instantaneously and he doesn't matter. This was my prep. So bishop g3, and from studying already, bishop b4 check is not really that good. So I'm surprised that he played this. It kind of gave me a little bit of a hint. He didn't know this much about it. It's a move, so we just trade off the dark squared bishops. You see these three lines are the computer's moves, but that'll come in handy later. So Catalan opening, and now we just play chess. This was my second game ever playing this Catalan opening as white over the board. So against an 1800, I still didn't really know exactly the right moves to play, so I was a bit worried, but we continue. Castles, it's fine. Knight f3, and here it's I'm really proud that I did study and I did prepare, because instantly after he played this move, Queen e7, it's not a move. It's not a move. So here I just had the advantage of knowing that okay, he doesn't really know what he's doing. I have the advantage. It's a different thing altogether to actually be okay, what do I do now? I have no idea. So I just castled. I also know knight c6 is not a move, and everyone plays this so far. It's not a move. I'm already 0.5 advantage, but I know that knight c6 is not a move. You have to develop the knight to the other square. So I'm okay, it's not a move, but how do I punish it? Didn't really know yet. I knew that b4 was going to come, but I didn't think it was that good. But here it's not the right idea. I've just got to get this rook on the open file because it's going to open. But I just continued my plan, and of course he went b4, and I was okay, it's a bit annoying. The main point of this queen, I thought, is just this is probably where I started to think. The main point of this queen is to guard this diagonal, and you just get these massive diagonals. So I could have gone here, I could have gone here, but I went here, and it's let's see what the engine says. It's going to load. Queen c1, queen c3, queen b1. It's the third engine. It's a third top engine move, so it's not the worst, but it's such a strange looking move, a very high level, I feel like, and this was my understanding of the opening. I think because it's okay to put my queen. Queen is so passive. Queen is so passive right now, but I just thought the main point is it's looking over here. But I mean, I trapped my rook on the a8 in. I trapped my rook in this little corner, but it's fine. And I kind of knew that, because you're going to kick out this knight and then slowly develop. He took finally, which I thought, okay, bit of a weird time to take. Play the knight move, opening up my bishop. He was very scared, so he played the passive move, and then I just took back my pawn. Of course, this was annoying very clever. He just kind of shut down my bishop. I wanted to play a3, did this. Rook e1, not the best move. Take, f6, knight f3. I thought this was fine because he opens the file, but he creates a pawn that is isolated. It's called like an isolated isolated pawn. So it becomes a target. Isolated. I sort of just played solid. E3, very solid move. Bishop g4. Now, it's a very weird move. Okay, well the computer's like, it's completely equal. No, I studied this before, and let's turn the computer up a bit. Turn it up. Yeah, turning the computer up a bit. Because knight d2. Yeah, I was pretty happy with this move. Like, pretty much the only move, if you get a good computer, pretty much the only move is queen e4. Because it forks. Did I play that? Yeah, queen e4, and I was pretty happy with this because I thought it's kind of like a fork. You're forking, you're making it very complicated. Here, I remember I definitely was thinking a lot per move, but here I was very happy with this. And I went to the toilet and I was like, you have fun thinking about that. I didn't think he would take, because taking, you're giving me the light squared bishop, and I was very happy with this trade. I get the light squared bishop, and the point of my opening is to dominate the light squares. So I thought, come on, you're not going to take. Where's he going to go? He could attack me, he loses the pawn. He backs up, he loses the pawn. He goes back, he loses the pawn. I thought, if I didn't know what he was going to do, like this move, I'm just like, what are you going to do? Like, I didn't think too much about it. If he makes any sort of move that like attacks my queen, I can just take. I was like, okay. And then when he did, he just took the knight, and I was very surprised when I came back to this. I was very happy because I have the bishop now. I have the light squared bishop, which I took, and as soon as I took, and I was just like, I'm very happy. I was like, oh, I see his idea. And as I thought, I saw him thinking, and I was like, I see his idea, and I got a little bit worried. His idea was just going to be playing on this pressure here. His idea was like this, and of course, queen f7 comes, and I'm like, wow, okay, so he did this just to create pressure on the f file. So the only move is to defend, and now all of a sudden I'm very passive. My bishop is in a weird spot. He brought another rook, and here the computer really wants like f1. The computer really wants rook f1, but I thought I created or came up with a really clever idea to move my rook over to d1, pressuring this, which will come with a tactic, a cheeky little tactic. Of course he saw it, but like, and I thought if he sees it, I bring my rook up to the second rank, and I'm defending the second rank, because the problem is with this pressure, I can't move my bishop because this pawn has only one defender against two attackers. So I thought, really clever idea to bring my rook up. And the little tactic, which if I brought my rook here, the queen is now is in this diagonal. So then I was just going to sack my queen, sorry. He has to take with the pawn, and then I am able to take. And the queen is pinned, and I kind of win back the queen. And I was sort of just happy with this. I'm up a pawn, whatever, and I trade these pieces, and I'm up a pawn. Anyway, went rook here, he didn't fall for it, but I thought he had to sort of defend the knight, or he was just going to move the queen or king. What's really interesting is I think this is the wrong plan, because computer-wise, the computer move is to bring a rook here and block this diagonal, and then you bring the rook over here, and the pressure on this file is too much. I think that is crazy, and I didn't see that. He just moves the knight. We continue. I just went back defending my second rank. He's blocked the F file, so I started to slowly unwind the pressure. He pushed the pawn, which wasn't too impressed with this. Went back. He reactivated the pressure, and the queen c2 move was preempting this. So I wasn't really a fan, because this is where I switched and I was able to maneuver, and I switched and added my pressure. Now I defended his pressure, I added my pressure. Instantly reactivated my bishop, defending this pawn, and clever move which I didn't really see. Luckily it wasn't any good, but he just gave me a check, forced me back. Now his queen isn't in the pin. I thought, rook e5, defending. I thought really nice. I just played nice and slowly. He got out of the pin, but I'm still doubled my rooks, and he can't move this knight. I thought he could, but he can't, because then I just dominate this file, and it's a bit troublesome. So he moves his queen, defending the knight. I thought I found a really good move. Queen b3. Computer doesn't like this move. Or maybe it does. The computer wanted me to take first. I didn't like to take. I thought I was building up such nice pressure against him. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers on this knight, and only 1, 2, 3. So I just thought he had to defend. Then I would have taken a pawn. Of course, he is not so simple. He is too good. So he just moved his rook. He did not add a defender. So I could, at the moment, win a pawn. It's basically how I've got more attackers. I could win a pawn. The computer really wants me to take. I didn't really want to give up my dark squared bishop. Plus 0.8 of advantage. Not a lot, but I knew I was slightly better. This rook f5, I was very, very impressed with his thinking. The idea is to go after the f pawn. He's saying, take my knight, and in doing so, I will win this pawn, but he's going to win this pawn. So I thought about this, and I was like, is there any danger? Luckily, playing the classical chess and I was happy with myself, is that you sit at the board and you think, what is he going to do? He's going to do this. Well, if he does this, I'm going to do this, and you're trying to think 4 moves ahead, and do I like that position? I didn't see anything dangerous about this. I did kind of miss the fact that my rook was hanging, but you'll see that. I thought, he's not defending b7, so I'm gonna take some pawns. I'll pawn up. He did win it back, but I thought my queen over here is just so deadly. Now I'm nearly winning. But of course he went for this, and I thought, oh, cheeky, so I took back, and then of course he took with the queen. Here, ladies and gentlemen, here, I couldn't contain myself from smiling. And this is another thing where he's so strong he doesn't fall for it. When I saw that this was a possibility, because this position is very dangerous. There's a possibility of getting mated in 2 here. But I saw this nice bishop f1 move. I'm pretty sure when I played this, the opponent reacted, and he was like, what? He was like, couldn't believe it. Of course, he's not going to fall for it, and the idea is you cannot take this. You cannot take this rook. You cannot take the rook because then the queen back mates you. You can't really you can't take this pawn because then I take the rook and it's mate. You can't move the queen anywhere because then I take him and it's mate. So and the important thing is that if he takes me, it isn't a check. Because I looked at stuff where it's like I can move my rook back and attack the queen. But when he takes, it'll be a check. And then I take. And then of course he'll just defend so it isn't a checkmate. So we get to this position and of course he doesn't fall for it. He just defends. Now I'm like, of course. What's interesting here is I really have to think like which of these pawns do I want to take, and I don't think this was a position where I thought very hard. To be honest, I'm pretty sure I was looking at this pawn, and I thought this was a must. You have to take this pawn because I'm pretty sure this is how my brain was working. I take this pawn because it defends this. I thought, bravo. Taking this pawn is kind of a draw. Somehow. The computer, it sort of gives away my advantage somehow. Maybe it's not human. But I had to apparently take this pawn. But then, let's look at what the computer wants. It just take this pawn, he's going to take here, and I'm like, this is kind of crazy. What does it want? The next move? E4. Yeah, I mean, okay. I sort of just started taking pawns, and I mean, this is completely lost. I have... that's tough to see. Knight's Hanning has nowhere to go. Yeah, so it would have been a trade. Yeah, because I think that would have been... Anyway, that's quite interesting. I had to take this way, and this pawn caused me problems. So, taking this way may have been better. Yeah, so I took this pawn. Come on. I went here. He went C1, and this is like... Look, it's a complete draw now. Yeah, it is a complete draw. I think that's crazy. Here I thought, I'm a pawn up. I thought I still was alright, if I'm being honest, but it's a complete draw now. And because the pressure against this pawn is crazy, and then it's equal, so computer really doesn't want me to defend it. I knew here that I had to get my queen back somehow, but I didn't want to lose a pawn. Like, it's very human. So of course I defended. Here he went a6. I'm very happy with this move. Very happy with this move, and it's the top computer move. Here I'm preempting, like, the rook doesn't have to defend this back rank, or the rook's going to move because the king's safe. So my position is very dangerous. He's going to put this rook here. I thought he's going to put his rook on this f file, and all of a sudden there's two pieces down this f file. Massive pressure as this bishop cannot move. So I didn't like moving the king at all because I get checked by the knight, and he just wins. I didn't like, there was a lot of pressure coming my way. So I thought I need to get my queen down here to defend. So, because I'm a pawn up, I thought, have my pawn. He can take my pawn right now, and there's a lot of pressure against this again. But I'm going to get my queen to e1 and defend. He doesn't take, for some reason. I was very surprised, but whatever. I thought, no longer a draw, I'm at an advantage because I keep my pawn. I went here and I managed to keep the pawn with all the advantage. It's now back in my favor, and I thought he didn't take the pawn for some whatever reason. Now I keep my extra pawn, and I want the queens off the board. That's the honest truth. I was like, this is so complicated, I just want the queens off the board. Right now it's in the end game, it's a lot of time. We've probably spent like 2 hours playing. Of course he doesn't trade, because, yeah. Of course, it keeps it complicated. Here, of course, the pressure's gone. Here it's like the pressure's gone. I reactivate my bishop, targeting his weak pawn. Pressure's off. Goes back, not the best move, but whatever. Oh, I just wanted to cause some more threats, so I wanted to get my queen to the square. Bit of a slow move. I wanted to get here. I thought he just would have defended, and I'm just causing pressure again. I thought this was gonna fall, yeah. But maybe he played the right move. Traded rooks. Thought I was fine. He put his knight back here. And look at this. The problem is, yeah, here I am kind of completely winning, and I did feel good in the position. I'm completely winning. I'm an extra pawn up, but I've got to play a4 or b4. Got to play a4 or b4 like right now. Here I'm thinking like, okay, those pawns are my assets, but when do I move them? I don't know. The computer just +2 advantage. That's a huge advantage now. So I've just got to start pushing this pawn. It's a passed pawn, but it's quite far away. Here I thought I played a strong move, b4. It was second computer move, b4, strong move. And then he hits me with a7, and I thought, I really thought, shit. Because it's a good move. It forks this pawn and this pawn. And I have to really think, like, I just can't defend both. So I was like, far out. Computer. Oh. Yeah, for some reason, the computer really likes the idea of b5. Pawn to b5. I didn't see that in this position. I thought, I'll keep this pawn. So I defended. Definitely not the best move. And it is. Slowly losing my advantage, he takes. Then I found a nice idea of b5. The point is he can't take because I take the knight. And wherever he moves, I take the pawn, and it's 2 squares away from promoting. Thinking I'm completely winning. This move is amazing. To be honest, I didn't see this, that my bishop could take, but I don't think there was time. Apparently it's a complete draw, which is crazy. So he goes here, and I take. Tell me how this position is a complete draw. I'm sitting here, and I have a pawn that's 2 squares away. I'm just like, it's clean. And he manages to... This is the problem with putting my king on f2 here. So he checks me. I thought, there's a little trick in this position. You still have to be careful. It's like, we're so long into this game that you just play like anyone. Who cares? And he'll check me and win back the pawn. So I thought king g1, like a1 check. I just wanted to defend. Like, he's just causing me so many problems, which was so annoying. While I have this pawn, because he just doesn't let me move it because he keeps on creating problems. 95 was the best move, but he went here, meaning I can't push it. And there's pressure on this pawn, you know? And I genuinely can't defend this pawn. Computer wants d8 check, which is very interesting, and I don't really see why. I don't see that line. If I'm like, it's a +3 advantage. Like, it's a +3 advantage. So I'm completely winning if I find this d8 check. But I wanted to wait because I wanted to use it to my advantage. Like, if I get my pawn here, then I do the check, he moves and I promote. I didn't really see the point. Plus, this move, queen, I'm thinking, it doesn't matter. In my head, I was thinking that when he takes with the queen, it is a check. It's a check. But I was thinking now he was never going to take with the queen. But then I thought when he takes with the knight, and the knight moves, it's going to be a check. So I played this. Oh, never mind, I blocked first. And he moved around and I had to go back because there's a mate threat. He went back and I thought, okay, I don't want to repeat. He's trying to repeat moves. Of course I can go back here. He's going to go here, and here he's just threatening a queen mate. So I could have repeated, but he was just going to be annoying and repeat moves to try and make a draw. So I couldn't repeat, and I had to do this, losing the pawn. I thought, take the pawn, man, and I'm going to have to try and get this. So I'm still winning. He goes here, which I thought, okay. My priorities weren't that great because I thought now he can take. Now he's threatening my bishop and I can't move it. Best move is queen e2, and then he found the best move, which was a good move. Here I just want c7. c7. I was just very worried about this for some reason, but c7 calm and collected. I didn't play c7, and instead I just moved my king. Wow. Comes down to this one move, huh? For some reason, I didn't play c7. Moving my pawn up. Like the human move is to move my king. Complete draw. Complete draw. I thought this wasn't because I still have a pawn on 2 squares away. He trades, and then he gives me a check. And so, okay. Pawn becomes really annoying. Now we both have passed pawns. I have to go here, and he goes here. Of course he plays this move, stopping my queen from coming onto this file, defending my pawn. And here we just agreed to a draw. Because realistically, he's going to win this pawn, I'm going to win this pawn, and a queen, queen, 2 pawns, a king, king, completely draw. And we finished with a draw, and it was legit a 3-hour game. Hopefully you enjoyed the little recap video I did. Let me know. See ya.